Alright, in this video we are going to set the SD9 up to do monitors. Please watch the solo for monitors video. It has some very important stuff in it. Anyway, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into Files and Session Structure, and we're going to set our structure up to do monitors. I'm going to default everything. I like it to be on rebuild bank vertically because I like my inputs on the left side of the console and my outputs on the right side of the console. Next thing I want to do is I want to determine how many aux sends we want. By default, there's 6 mono and 6 stereo. This might not be enough to do a bunch of wedges on stage. So you can click on this. You have 32 buses that you can share between mono and stereo. But I clicked on mono there, and now I'm taking touch turn. Maybe I need 10 wedges on stage, and maybe I only need 2 stereo in-ears. You can configure this how you want it, but realize that in-ears are probably going to be stereo and wedges are probably going to be mono, usually. This is a great time to make all your aux sends pre-fader. It's hard to do that later on. And if you really want to change what comes first, stereo or mono, you can change that order. So we're cool here, and I'm going to hit restructure, and it's saving and doing all that sort of stuff, and basically erasing everything. It's going to ask me to save. It's the first thing it's going to do. And sing the Jeopardy theme while we watch the status bar go. And once it's done, it tells me to save. So I'm going to save my session, which is up here, and call it whatever I want to. I'm just going to call it randomness at the moment. Okay, that does not save it. That just names it. In order to actually save it, I have to hit the save button. And now we're good. Cool. The next thing to do is set up our graphic EQs. If I go to the master screen and I make sure I'm on my outputs, so that's this side, and I'm going to select down here my aux masters, and I'm on aux master 1, and there's my aux master 1. I'm going to insert my graphics across this. If you click down here in the bottom of the master screen, not master screen, whatever this is, output screen, we come up with our patching for our outputs. We want to use insert B. If you look at a channel here, you've got an insert A before your EQ in your comp, and you've got an insert after. We want our insert after everything. So we're going to do insert B, and we're going to patch up a graphic. So internal, graphic EQs, graphic 1 will work. Looks like you got 16 of them. And then returning back to that same input will be internal, graphic EQs, graphic 1. And let's turn it on. That's kind of important. And close it. And if we want to look at that graphic, you can go to the master screen, and you can hit graphic EQs. And there it is, and it tells us, hey, we're an aux 1 master. It's really easy to bring these down on the screen. Just click that, and it brings it down onto faders. That's pretty sweet. There are more graphics, of course. If we hit this little arrow button right there, we can look at all the graphics for our console. And we've only patched 1, and you can see it's labeled aux 1 there. But it is easy to move between graphics, which is pretty cool. But that sets us up. Again, just to reiterate, please watch that solo setup for monitors video. That's very important.